Hey, so one of the greatest gifts that I've ever been given in my crusade to help entrepreneurs like me and like you, hopefully, attract their right fit client or their perfect fit client and turn them into raving fans, and obviously the money benefits that come with that, has been my who, why, how, what framework. You see, amateurs always start talking about their what and nobody cares. So I reframed that whole thing, and it has been such a gift, and it has completely shifted both my results and obviously my clients' results who have deployed it. So I thought, why don't I actually demonstrate it with this actual bootcamp today? So here goes. Who should attend this event? Well, it's not for everybody. Even though anybody can benefit from it, it's not for everybody. You see, it's for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, traders, even fully employed people, whatever that means nowadays, but basically people that are sick and tired of struggling with their process, struggling to attract their right fit prospect into their business, to their business, and through a series of steps, convert and transform that prospect into a raving fan client that respects you, that pays you, that values your time, but more importantly, that renews, recommends, and raves about you. And with that come your next 10 clients, and obviously the money that you require in order to build, build that business going forward. So that's who this is for. But here's why I think that you should attend this, and why I am the guy to bring this gift to you, okay? Because it's a well-known fact that we learn more from failure than we do from success, because success leaves clues, right? And if you follow those clues, right, and realize that failure makes you grow, and I've had 30 years of both, with a PhD, which I call pig-headed discipline, in turning up and learning from my own failures and studying the success of others. But essentially, I've been in the client attraction business since about age 8, from my first business that I started, And I grew up as a desperately shy kid in deepest, darkest Africa without a father, and just literally made my own way in the world, right? And I learned very, very quickly that if you want to be successful, you need 3 things. Number 1, study and model people who are already getting the results that you want, and figure out exactly what it is that they do, what is their system, and then you transform that. You take from it and you make it your own, because it has to be authentic. It has to be from you. You know what I mean? And secondly, second ingredient is a PhD, pig-headed discipline in turning up every day to work your system. You've got to design a system for this, because pure willpower and motivation doesn't get you very far. And then number 3 is iterate, 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 iterate. I can't say this enough. Don't procrastinate. Don't overthink things. Don't perfectionate. I don't know if there's such a word. Iterate, iterate, iterate like a mother. At a certain point, I figured this out, the moment is really clear to me, because I really remember it. It's a bit like when Neo first recognizes and sees the Matrix. You cannot unsee that.
He is the one.
That's how it goes with raising capital and attracting clients. Once you see that, once you see how it's done, you cannot unsee it. That doesn't mean you become a genius at it overnight. You've got to go back in there and apply yourself and learn and make some mistakes and learn and make some mistakes. And you get better at it because you start trusting yourself. And you start realizing, hey, I don't have the answers, but there are other people who do have the answer. The way that people market, the way that people buy, the way that people research, the way that people sell has completely changed with this digital revolution, you know. And so many of us are feeling very disturbed and frustrated and sometimes depressed and even frightened about where we are at the moment, right? But there are some people that we've worked with and whose methods we are now using that are just absolutely knocking it out of the park with insane and unheard of, previously unfathomable success right now. So we just went in and we said, okay, what are these guys doing differently? What are they doing? What are their steps? How are they doing it? People have realized that we are now living in this world of work from anywhere. It's not work from home. Sure, if you want to work from home, that's fine. But it's kind of work from anywhere. And everybody has a digital device. The world has gone completely digital, right? And very few people have figured out how to actually pivot and do that. And so many old businesses are just falling by the wayside and becoming completely obsolete in the process, right? Because the rules of business has changed. The way people buy, the way people market themselves have completely changed. So my gift, my passion, actually, let's just be straight, call it an obsession, right? Is to really help people like me. That sounds selfish, but people like what I used to be, of how I used to struggle. People like you, people like some of my friends, people like some of my favorite clients that have come to me because they are struggling with something that I know how to fix. I tell you, it is such a gift. It is such a gift when you get to serve, not sell. It's a wonderful gift. And then, you know, in that process, you kind of start, you know, helping people really discover their authentic selves and their mojo and their calling and the thing that they were designed for in a very, very authentic and profitable way. You know what I mean? And for me, that is an absolute gift. How do we do that? Well, that is in the next step. You know what I mean? And what it is also in the next step. And you can click on that with that big red button down below. You know what I mean? But do take some time to listen to what some of my perfect fit clients have had to say about this. And, you know, don't believe everything they say, because some of them have been paid very, very handsomely in other people's money to say those kind of things. You know what I mean? But anyway, I wanted to really introduce you to this concept. And oh, by the way, you're going to be meeting some of those people in the bootcamp. So I really hope to see you there. Hit that button and let's go do this. Sorry.